Hi.
Hi, Mrs. Smith. My name is Emily. How are you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. I'm doing fine, thank you. So what is it that brings you in to see me today?
I've just been feeling very stressed out in the past few months. Overwhelmed, not necessarily with one or two things, just kind of my life in general. Everything colliding has overwhelmed me, and that's almost producing, a sort of anger. And the anger that I get as a result of my stress just induces more stress upon me. It makes me just more upset at myself.
Okay. So you're saying that you've been feeling stressed these past few months.
Right, yes.
And the stress is causing anger. You feel anger from the stress.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So tell me a little more about what you think is causing you to feel all the stress.
I hate to say it, but I think the main source is I'm newly married. I was married. I got married in December, and my husband and I didn't live together until we got married. So now that the honeymoon bliss is over, I think that being back to our daily schedule, our daily lives, the routines that we that we had before we got married, now that our lives are totally intersecting, all the time because we live together, that's just really stressing me out. Just for instance, little things like coming home after work and going into the bathroom and the toilet seat being up. I know that's so silly, but it's just like I'm used to living alone without a man. So that is just one more thing. Like, come on, be considerate. Not that he's an inconsiderate guy. That stuff slips your mind.
Mm-hmm.
But or just coming home and having to work on a case. I'm a lawyer, so having to work on a case, further after hours, and my husband wanting to watch a movie. He doesn't get upset with me when I say I can't, but I feel bad saying I can't.
Okay. So from what I just heard, you're newly married this past December, you said?
Yes.
Okay. So living together with your husband is a complete new environment for probably the both of you.
Right, yes. We had sleepovers, we'd spend the weekends with each other every now and then, but living together, sharing closets, sharing a house. We bought the house together as a couple. So that is all just a new experience.
Okay, absolutely. You said that you are a lawyer.
Yes.
So tell me more about work. Do you think work causes some stress at home?
Not necessarily. I think it just is over. Sometimes it doesn't overwhelm me in a bad way. It's busy. It keeps me busy, but it always has. I'm a trial attorney, so I constantly am working on cases both in work and outside of work when I'm home. So work hasn't become more stressful or less stressful since I've been married.
Okay.
It's rewarding, and the money's coming in, the cases are interesting, the people I work with are wonderful. It's just coming home and feeling like I can't devote 100% of my attention and time to both my work and my husband, which is stressing me out. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So what you're saying, just to make sure I have it correctly, you're not feeling stress at work. The stress is when you come home.
Yes. At work, I'm in my zone. I feel great. I feel fine. I come home and I just want to stay in that zone for a while, and I just feel terrible doing so because of my husband.
Okay, so it sounds like you're obviously very busy at work, and you feel bad that you don't get to see your husband as much when you come home. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And he's never made it seem like he minds, but if I were to ever come home one day and he was swamped with work and I said, let's watch a movie, or like, let's go out for dinner, let's go out and see some friends, he would drop his work and just go. He's a CEO, he's an architect. So he has that luxury of dropping something and saying, I can put this off, or I can give this to someone else to do. Whereas I have deadlines and I have to meet, court dates and stuff like that. So I don't have that advantage to just drop something like he can do for me,
Okay. So what I'm hearing you say is that with your work, it's not as easy for you to drop something. You have to continue it out. Whereas he, being an architect, if you were to bring something up that you wanted to do, he could put that aside or give it to somebody else.
Right, yeah. Just his position, he's, very high up at his firm, so he can do that. Whereas, I'm just an associate, so I can.
So you feel maybe he has more flexibility.
Yes,
with his job.
yes, he for sure does, and I feel bad that I can't, bend the same way he can in terms of devoting my time to him.
Okay. So tell me more about the things that you would like to do with your husband with the time that you wish you had.
Just little things. We love movies. We're both movie buffs, so um, just cuddling on the couch, watching, a movie on demand. We have a sailboat now that the weather's getting warmer. He plans on taking that out this weekend or next weekend, depending on the weather. So I would like to do that on the weekends. Go off, on the sailboat for a night or two. Um, his parents have a house on the lake, so we like to go up and do that, especially now that the weather's getting warmer. When we dated, we did that all the time, weekend sprees, this and that, but I got promoted 4 months into our engagement. So dating, I didn't have as much work, and I got promoted and married. So it's just, but not that that's a bad thing at all, but it's just, I don't have the time I had when we were dating. Now that I'm married, I have him and I have this, new job, or just, promotion.
Okay. So you want more time just to simply watch movies and go out on your boat this summer.
Yes.
So you maybe came to me just in time to kind of get ready for the summer and have more time to do those things that you enjoy together in this weather.
Right. Yeah. And just, avoiding getting super upset at little things he does, or just coming home. Lately, I've come home, and I have 3 things I need to do for work, and then I could devote the rest of my night to him, but I come home and him just saying, "Hey, what do you want for dinner?" Or, "Hey, I heard there's, happy hour at so-and-so, let's go out. We're going to meet, Jolene and Tom, our good friends." Just even hearing him suggest that, it just, overwhelms me, and I'm just, like, I just need to get work done, And then I just feel like I'm, kind of snapping at him, and I don't want to do that.
Okay, so from what I'm hearing so far is that you're upset with little things at home. When he asks you to go to the movies or happy hour at the bar, and you can't do that because you need to spend some more time at work, it upsets you.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Well, in this interview, we were able to discuss a lot about your living situation and how that's bothering you. It has a lot to do with maybe some work that you're bringing home,
Right.
but you're not necessarily feeling the stress at work. So maybe the next time, if you'd like to come in and see me again next time, we could go more into that and try and find a way to help relieve you of the stress, and talk more about how to cope with the living situation and bringing work home and things like that.
All right, that'd be great.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm very confident on where this is going. So thank you very much.
I'm so glad you came in to see me. I'll walk you out.
Okay,
if
wonderful.
You just follow me.